Oh, hi, viewers. Well, let me tell you, I'm not advocating that you drink to solve your problems or to relax to a very difficult situation, but it helps. For the latter of that, not for the helping your problems. No, don't do that. That's terrible. It also leads to alcoholism. I'm not trying to implement that I'm an alcoholic, but this paramedic missions, my God, viewers. I had a very, meh attitude towards it, but after having attempted it for about 5 hours, I say this based on that I started this at 11 at night, and now it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I reevaluated the true hell of this game. Yeah, I digress. This is level 1 of the paramedic mission. It's kind of the intro, kind of giving you an idea what you gotta do. Basically get to bleeding patient, take him to the hospital. Simple as that. So you think. Level 1 really does not signify how difficult this can get. Now then, I guess I should go into further depth. For every level that you complete on this, you go to the next level, which adds another patient. Now then, for some of the rewards you can get, because you can save a certain number of people. For 39 people, I saved about 39 people. And I got health delivered to the hideout. That's a pretty good thing to have delivered to the hideout. I recommend that, if nothing else. Now then, for 76 people, I got the adrenaline pill delivered to the hideout. What the adrenaline pill is, it's basically that pill that I got in the last episode, and it made everything really slow. Yeah. Anyways, 380 passengers later that I saved via the ambulance through paramedic. We're finally on level 12. And my God, viewers. My God. It was difficult trying to get here, but once I got here, it really wasn't too bad. It was a little... There was a lot of anticipation, like, oh, can I plan this well enough? And, well, I guess I did good enough because, well, you're basically seeing the results as of here. I say planning it well because you can fail it very easily if you do not plan this out well enough. And the best example I can give that is basically you want to group as many patients as possible, because you see, if you go for really, really far distant patients, you're not going to get as much time back. You see, every person, they give you a set amount of time. It's not always 22, but for this case, it was 22 seconds per person that I basically pick up in the ambulance. And also, you get a little bit of time back once you drop them off. Once. I mean, okay. You drop them off at the hospital, and you get, for the first set that you drop off, you get, basically the same amount of time you would get if you picked up a patient. It's kind of nice, but it only happens once. You don't get it, again if you drop another set or you drop another patient off. No, it's just oh, you rescued it. Good. Now go out and get the rest of them. It kind of sucks. I should also mention, because we're kind of on a time limit, and it's very dicey, you can fill it very easily if you do not time it well. You gotta be quick. But that's not easy due to the fact that most of Liberty City's drivers are assholes. You have the siren on, which helps. It's really annoying, I know. Have a playlist playing, that's my recommendation. You'll go insane if you don't have one. I digress. So yeah, because you gotta be quick, and most of Liberty City's drivers are assholes, and they'll probably try to get out of the way because you have the siren, but then they'll go straight back into the lane, and you're probably gonna hit them, unless you're careful enough to try not to hit them, and you unfortunately evade them, even though they're trying to evade you. You're probably gonna hit them as you're trying to make your way. It's annoying. See, I just ran into a stationary car. That was stupid. And it knocks you off your path. You end up damaging the vehicle. Not a good thing considering you only have one ambulance to use for 12 levels, and within that amount of time, you're gonna ding the hell out of your ambulance. But if you're a careful enough driver, you probably won't have it explode because it ran out of its durability. I mean, the ambulance has a decent amount of durability. It's not fantastic, but I've never had it actually explode while trying to do this mission, so it at least lasted me enough to do 12 missions of paramedic-ness. Where was I going with this? Yeah, so you have to be quick. So the thing about the ambulance that really makes it difficult about trying to be quick is when you make turns. If you basically make really quick turns, not gonna be good. If you can't tell, the ambulance wobbles a lot when you make turns, to the point where it can actually topple over. Now, if it tips over to the side or to, like, on top, it's going to explode. And you're gonna fail the mission. Basically, you total the car, you're gonna fail the mission. You exit the vehicle, you're gonna fail the mission. I don't recommend exiting the vehicle. Probably not gonna be much of an issue unless you're trying to switch vehicles, which you can't do. That game doesn't allow it. It's annoying. Sorry. Having a taxi was actually a lot easier because you could take it to the paint spray. You can't take the ambulance to the paint spray. You can't take emergency vehicles to the paint and spray. They won't actually respray it for you and renew it. So, you know, that option's out the window. You gotta go around with the trashed out ambulance. I don't know if you can tell, but mine is pretty trashed out. So yeah, basically lack of planning, lack of, I don't know, tolling the car, Liberty City's drivers. It's annoying. It's a really annoying mission. You kind of have to stick through it. You kind of have to have good planning. You kind of have to have a good idea what the area that you're using to do the paramedic missions is like. For me, that's the first island is the easiest, but that's just me. Anyways, so after 78 people and, you know, just completing level 12, you get the ultimate prize, which is infinite running. Claude, I think that's his name, I don't know, our protagonist, I think it's Claude, whatever. He gets infinite running, which you think would be fantastic, but there's a glitch in the game. I don't know if it's a glitch, I don't know if it's if it was intentional, but basically if you mash the X button while you're trying to run, Claude will never run out of stamina. He will never get tired, so basically you can just constantly mash out the X button, and instead of holding it, he'll just run, and it makes it easy. You don't need to do level 12 with the paramedics, but now if you did do level 12, I can just hold the X button and he'll just run, and woo. Anyways, you might notice I took the ambulance, our chariot that made it through 12 horrible levels of annoyance and insanity, to this crane that loads it onto this freighter boat thing. This is actually much like the garage that you store cars, except it's a crane that loads them onto a boat. But what this crane does, it's basically for emergency vehicles only, aka ambulance, fire truck, any enforcement vehicles like police car. Yeah, basically you take it here, you get rewarded a little bit of money for every vehicle, but you get something really cool if you get all the emergency vehicles there. Also, we have a Yankee truck. Interestingly enough about this truck, we can actually put it into the garage. So yeah, kind of a little twofer in one area. It's kind of nice, you know. We got a list. I wanted to get this done as much as possible. Also, I got the pony. I delivered that off camera. You pretty much know what the pony looks like. I showed it in yesterday's video. I figured this is how I'm gonna go about the list. For every vehicle that I pretty much drive that's on that list, there will be a little like annotation or something that says, "Hey, this vehicle can be put into the garage." You might want to consider that. I think it would be easier as I'm going through the game. Hey, you can deliver that, but I digress. That was a time and a half. next time, probably more side missions, maybe even getting to the main missions. I'm thinking police car and fire truck. But I digress. Tomorrow, viewers.